Hi, everyone. We are back for our second live of the day. Lisa did a gorgeous card. It was simply beautiful. Do you want to show everybody just in case they didn't catch your live? And then they're going to have to.
Now, heck yeah. Such a beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
I get so frustrated though that the lights just don't show the colors of the foil
Well,
because it is
you
so
can see it
stunning.
shiny and
Yeah.
shimmery, and
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is beautiful. I mean,
I love it.
foiling, my
Yep.
love,
This is your
Lisa's
thing.
love.
And I
You
did it
know,
in your colors.
I know, it's just
And this is
beautiful.
from your new Create a Card kit
It is,
that
it is. So
you can.
that's a digital download, and,
Yep.
the attendees of Bellicon got it in their swag boxes along with foil and some of my toner sheets, so they were able to create a card,
Yeah.
and I showed I don't know, when I first made that set, I think I did 15 or 20 different cards because you can never have enough.
Nope. Nope.
But
But they're
hi,
beautiful.
everyone. 8 p.m. The sun is just setting, Isabel. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would much rather see it setting, Isabel, than rising.
How
I saw a
often
few
do you see it rise? If
about
it's not
once a
Bellicon.
year. Oh, never. I don't think never.
I love
Bella got once
sunrises
a
too.
year.
At the beach, I think that is the most beautiful time to be out, right when the sun's coming up, and
Oh, no, I like the sunset.
I like them both,
Oh,
but I
gorgeous.
I just don't, sleep much,
I
so
know, but I
I'm
am not a morning person, so yeah, it's not.
well, thank you all for coming back. I am creating, it's a quick and easy project. As you guys can see behind me, I like organization. I like things to be in place. And the other day, as I was catching up and I was looking like over there where I have my big desktop, and I have a window in front of me, and on either side I have I have lots of these shelving units that my son made me. They're only about, I think, 4 inches wide, deep,
Right, right.
because I wanted them nice and flat. I didn't want them to take up too much room. But I have stamps and inks and paints
Yeah.
and glitter. I have like all my supplies I use all the time. I was sitting there and I was looking and I thought, I need to clean again, even though I like organization. Once it gets to the point of, and then I'm looking at some of my products, I'm going, I have had that for years.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when I do certain things, I grab the same products over and over. So, I mean,
yep,
I need to clean house a little bit. So, I will
yep,
be doing that over the next few months because it
yeah.
does take a while because I
Well,
don't
you
have
gotta
just
do
this.
everything else in between.
Well, and as I'm working on one thing, I might be up in my sewing room and go, "Oh, that could really be down here." And then,
Yeah.
I have stuff in the basement. There's just stuff, all of which I need and I love. I
Yes.
don't need. Comes in handy, my husband has found through the years.
Oh, heck yeah.
Do you have, pull out the little
Yes.
drawer? I mean, he just now he accepts it. He just knows I have whatever it is he's looking for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Rich does the same with me. But
Yeah.
the majority of my stuff, well, is behind me, but is all along this wall, so you can't
Yeah.
see. But it's all pretty and organized,
You
and
just got done.
I just finished right before Bellicon, and I was going to do it, but I was going to wait till after Bellicon because I didn't want to take the time. But when I had the little mishap, it was like, okay, I don't want this shelving unit to fall on my head or my dog, so we got to do this. And I kept telling Ann, I'm going to have this done by tomorrow. Yeah, it'll be done by tomorrow. And then that's exactly what she did. It wanted to take me like a week or more. It was
I mean, it took a couple weeks. I
yeah,
mean,
it took a while because
it
I was
was
still working on it during BellaCon. I was moving stuff around
mhm.
and
Yeah,
now I
I
gotta
mean,
get out the garage.
but it's such a good feeling, like,
Oh, yeah.
because, like, I have lots of shelving units because I like things organized, but I
Yeah.
like to take everything off and clean it all up. I mean, I clean it, like,
Yep.
I'll take and clean in
Yeah.
front of all those little storage units all the time so it's not dusty,
Right.
but I like to remove everything. Clean
Yeah.
it all it just feels so good when you're done.
Yeah, I only like to do that maybe once every 20 years or so, then I'm good.
I you know, I d
No, as far as keeping dust and stuff, yeah, totally. I live in the desert.
yeah.
So, dirt everywhere you look. So,
Mhm.
yeah, those little feathered,
And it just
river
kinda
dusters work
seeps
great.
into the house. I mean, it just
Yes.
you know, you open because you have to open that door in your room to let the dogs out,
This is true. Well,
you
they
know?
can go out the other door too, but yeah.
You can, but most time if you're in your room and you just
Yep.
let it I mean, yeah, it just kinda
It's just
who
awful.
else that is here likes to organize? I mean, some people hate it. They hate it with a passion.
Oh, yeah, not me. I like to
I
organize.
love
I
it.
do. Yeah, I do.
Um, but my husband would say, like, if I'm cleaning out a cupboard, I'm cleaning out all the cupboards.
Yeah.
I mean, because then I'm rearranging and and he's like, sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, I do. I like everything
Yeah.
organized. So tell
Yep.
us in the comments if you like to organize.
If you like to
So
organize.
my project today, this is a project. I'm not going to do this one. I'm just showing you. So
Love
this is
that.
a project I did for the magazine, I think
Oh,
14
yeah.
years ago.
I was
I
gonna say,
mean,
yep.
and I made a set of 3 and I love burlap. I love the texture of burlap. I don't like feeling it so much, but I do like that it has a great texture.
Yeah,
So
to look
this
at.
is
Yeah.
burlap. This is paper. So that's a paper flower. And then my leaves are clay. So I like putting all the things together. And so we're going to make another one out of burlap, but this time we're going to use lace and
Mm,
some
make it
burlap
sturdy.
paper. And I have some other items to show you. You don't do it with the products you have. Do it
Yes.
like I save this.
Yep.
This is like a pickle jar. This one.
Yeah.
Today I'm using mason jars. I save jars too. I do canning, so of course I have mason jars. But I mean, like if there's a really good pickle jar or mayonnaise jar or whatever, I will save them if the labels come off nicely. I don't like when you have to scrub for an hour and a half.
Uh-uh.
But some
Nope.
of them, you soak them, they just come right off and they're so nice. Or
Yep.
you just scrub it lightly with the scouring pad and it's off.
Yep.
Those are the good ones. Rebecca, I'm organized to the point where I know where everything is, but doesn't look good like it should. It doesn't matter. I mean, I don't think
Exactly.
everything has to look perfect,
No.
but knowing where things are is
Especially when
key.
you have so much.
Mhm. Because
When you
you know
have
you
so
have that
much.
one thing, and if you can't find it,
Oh,
oh,
I can't
yeah,
tell you how irritated I get with that.
I
That's what
know.
was going on when I was redoing my room because I was still doing lives trying to redo my room and I couldn't find anything and it just made me insane.
I
I
know.
was like,
I know.
nope,
So, I
nobody else maybe not well, everything in my room now is labeled.
see?
So,
Always
I mean,
labels.
everything is labeled so you know exactly where it is. I don't know if that's such a good idea with Rich because he just might come in here and just start grabbing stuff without asking. Nah, he wouldn't do
No,
that.
but I think that's good. I love that Mark can come in here and just because
Yep.
I have mine labeled and he can just look and go, okay, this is where your popsicle sticks are, or this is where your clothespins are. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, so Isabel, I'm trying to rationalize my resources. In the past,
Oh, yeah.
I've had more than I needed and couldn't find things, so would get more. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Then I'd find them and I'd have triplicates. Never mind duplicates. I
yeah.
know. I
I've done
know.
that. I've done
And
that a
yeah, I
time or
think we
20
both have,
million
or we get something new to replace something, but then you still have the old something.
because you don't
It
want to let
is.
go.
Yeah, right. And then yeah. Yeah,
We need
it's
to do some
hard. It is a problem. Isabel
work.
makes jams and jellies and chutneys. So you save
Yum.
jars as it saves money. I have never tried making chutneys.
What is a
So
chutney?
it's a isn't it a thicker jam, Isabel?
Okay.
I mean, I think it has chunks in it and stuff. I have not tried that, but I can jams and jellies, pickles, tomatoes. I make spaghetti sauce. I make tomato sauce and tomato paste and
Yeah.
I
No.
love I love all the things. Um, Helen, I am not organized under the stairs in bedroom.
Bedroom.
You know, just when there are two kind of people. I mean, like I am the kind that I cannot leave my house unless everything is put away, especially like if we're going away for a weekend or a month or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't
Yeah.
like to come home and have a mess. Or
Oh,
if I'm at a trade show, I wanna come home and be able to just go to work,
yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
have girlfriends who it looks like a tornado hit because 'cause they're grabbing all their stuff for their show, and it's fine, and that's how they operate,
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Mhm.
Everybody's different. I too like to have a relatively clean house before I go anywhere. But this last week
You
before
had a
we
lot
left,
going on.
oh, there was so much going on in my kitchen floors and my entryway. It made me crazy. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I'm mopping floors because I couldn't stand it any longer. I was like, "That's it. I'm done. I can't." Ah!
Well, yeah, you get to a point.
You
Jeannie,
know,
my paper is organized, but anything else is not. Anything
well,
else is not. But that's fine.
but
Sometimes
if
you need
you
to
know
know
where it is,
where certain things are, right?
yeah, if you know where it is in your space, that's all that matters.
Well,
That is
yeah, because
all that
nothing's
matters.
worse than knowing you have it
And can't
and
find
not
it. Yeah,
being
that
able
is
to
the
find it.
worst. That's what
Rebecca,
she
nothing is
goes.
better than homegrown tomatoes. I agree. My mom, as you know, Rebecca lived in Florida down by you. Well, not by you, but and that is the one thing she missed more than anything was homegrown tomatoes. And so we would go to the market, the farmers markets, so she could get them because they are the best. And
Yeah.
chutneys are savory, sometimes made with fruit, rhubarb, or apple, or with
Okay.
vegetables and tomatoes. They go well
Okay.
with meats
Or
or yeah,
cheese.
or chee oh, I'll
Oh,
have to try that,
nice.
Isabel. That sounds good. I love rhubarb. I like to make rhubarb jam and a rhubarb pie.
You know that
Um,
none of that applies to me at
I
all.
know. I know. Yeah, but everybody's different, and
I
it's
don't
fine.
cook. I don't think nope. No,
But
I'm not.
I'll have to look up some recipes for chutneys and try that this summer when
Yeah,
our
there you
garden.
go.
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
know you and Mark do that a lot. You guys can a lot of stuff.
we
And you
do.
beautiful gardens.
He He has become the pickle master. I am not.
I love pickles.
I mean, I do the best bread and butter pickles,
Mm.
but a dill pickle, my mother made the best dill pickles, and I had her recipe, and it never turned out. And then I got
Oh,
my husband's my mother-in-law's recipe identical to my mother's. And then my
really?
mother told me one day, "Well, you know, they've changed the vinegar over the years." So, of course, it wouldn't
Oh.
turn out, but Mark found a recipe that incorporates, because we grow grapes, and you put the grape leaves in at the bottom, and it helps make them
Oh.
crisp or something. I don't know, they're always good. So I just let him do that.
Huh.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
You
So,
learn something new every day.
anyways, thank you guys for listening to us ramble on. I am going to share with you how to make a cute jar, hopefully, because I haven't done it yet. But um, in my head, it looks really cute. And you guys get to help decide how to finish it off, maybe. So
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
switch my camera.
She's gonna switch cameras, and there we go.
I am. And I already have my headlight turned off. So that's good. And I have
All
to
right.
unmirror it. See, it's so strange.
And I will step out.
Okay. So I'm going to turn my computer so I can see and make sure I'm on. So for today, I am just using mason jars, and I like wide mouth jars. So like when you use a pickle jar, it has a wider mouth. I don't like jars where you're trying to get your hand in to get things out. I use them sometimes, but the wide mouth ones just work so nice. So that's what we're using. And we're using some burlap. Like I said, I like the texture of burlap. I like the look of burlap. And then I don't know if this is available anymore. I have had this forever. And I thought I was going to, because I was going to make the same kind of flower I had here. So this is just a layered flower. And you can cut out of books that are going to be thrown away, whatever. I go to like library sales when they're getting rid of all their old books, and if they're not bought, they're going to be destroyed, or things like that. And I love the look of text. So I have a scallop die, but if you don't have a scallop die, you can just fold your paper and cut it in a circle. You can use pinking shears, you can use a decorative scissor. And I cut these in 2 different sizes. And this has about, altogether, it has between 12 and 20 layers. And I just sprinkle them all up and layer them up and make that flower. But today, when I was looking for stuff, I thought I have this burlap paper, and that would be kind of fun to use. So I cut out, it's just weird because it looks just like the fabric, but then it doesn't fray. So the paper is really kind of cool. So I cut out some flowers, and I cut some burlap. So I like to, like, I would measure it the width of how wide I want for the jar. And I like to take and fray it. So I like that little bit of fringe on when it's wrapped around the jar. So you can see that. I like that little bit of fringe. So I think I have one here that is the right width. And I have already fringed it. So sometimes burlap, depending upon where you store it, how you store it, all the things. Sometimes when you get it right off the bolt, it's all wonky. I mean, that is just the nature of the beast with burlap. But this is going to be wrapped around a jar, so I'm fine with that. If I was using it for pillow covers or something, I would iron this, but I'm going to wrap it tightly around a jar so I don't have a problem with that. I have already fringed that side. This side, I'm going to take off one more. And what's really cool, when you take these off, I saved these. Of course I do. I don't save them forever maybe, but while I'm doing the project, I will save these because you can use this as a decorative element for whatever you're making. And these are great to wrap around for cards and tags, and they're super strong. I mean, it's part of the fabric and they're super strong. So I will save a bunch of these and use them. So for this, I'm going to use this jar. And, oh, I better turn my glue gun on. So I have that on. And put it over here. And I'll cut a full strip of this from my fabric and fringe both sides. And then I can cut how much I think I need. And then I'll still have a lot left. I can do a couple jars. So with this, I'm going to overlap it slightly. And then I'm going to cut. Now, for this one, let me take it off the jar so you can see. I use Velcro, so I didn't have to fold the edges under. If I hadn't used Velcro, which is all the way up to the end, I would fold this under and glue it. And then maybe use little Velcro ovals, or you can just wrap it around your jar and tie it if you don't want it to be something permanent. But for this one, I am going to cut it just a little bit bigger because you want that overlap. And I got to grab my scissor. So I'm going to just cut. And when you cut, let me see if I can get close enough so you can see. When you cut, I try to cut at an open area and not go all crooked, right? So I just try to keep it, because that way if I wanted to fringe the sides, I would have this one and it would pull off easily, and I'd have that little fringe there too. So I just try to keep it easy. So make sure this is the one I'm using. Yep, it's overlapped. So then I decided I have a lot of beautiful lace, and I thought it would be pretty to add just a little bit of lace to that. Now, you guys tell me, do you like that one? It's not as scallopy. It's a little more creamy, or do you like this one? Like if you use this one and you found the center, you could use this as your center focal piece. So which one do you guys like? I'm going to see if I can see in the comments. Rebecca, you love the burlap paper. Yes. You'll never use all of that pad. It's huge. Yes. Okay. So I don't know. I like both of them. Lisa is saying she likes the top. She likes both of them. And now that I've messed them, I think this was the top, Lise. Shake your head. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use this one. I'm going to kind of find the center and just fold it a little. Just so I can eyeball it. I'm going to put the jar right there so I know where that center is. Because I do want this as the focal point. So I'm going to cut this slice, and I'm actually going to cut it right here. And I know I have a little extra over here. That's fine because I wanted this for the center. So go like that, and hopefully I turned my glue gun on. Yes. And I'm going to just pull this back, and I'm just going to, I love that. The light, that's just so cool. So I'm just going to very carefully add a little bit of glue. Wait a second. Might not be hot enough. So I'm going to add just a little bit of glue around the thicker part of the lace. You don't need a lot, and you don't want it going all the way through to your work surface because this is an open weave. So I'm just tacking that down like that so you can see it's tacked. And then I'm just going to tack it all the way across, top and bottom of this flowered part. And I'm going to go right there in between, add just a little bit more. And of course, I'm just eyeballing it. If you want it perfect, you can get a ruler out and do it that way. Now I'm just going to do this side, and you don't need a lot. You can use a wet glue if you want, but I think sometimes the glue gun is just perfect for the project. So I'm going to do this last little part. Like that. Now this in itself would be just beautiful, right? I mean, I don't know that you need anything else, but of course I want to use one of these burlap flowers. So I'm going to put that right there in the center of our focal point. So for this, I will use more glue. And just glue that down, eyeball it again. So I like that. It would even be pretty if you added all the way across like that and had that part open. And then next, I have some buttons out. So I thought we could use a button in the center, but I brought out a couple other things I wanted to show you just because, you know, everybody has stash and you might have a bunch of cute little things in your stash. So these are just little tiny crocheted, they're not hand crocheted, they were made. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby, but I thought that would be beautiful. Let's do the darker one so you can see it better. See, that would be pretty. And then this would be pretty too. So you can add, you know, just look through your stash and see what you have. Now, this is an old earring, so I would take this off if I was going to use this. But see, even that's cute. You don't see the burlap as much, though. And then if you didn't want the burlap at all, I have these, which those would be beautiful too. These are actually shoe clips. So you clip them on your shoe. But I like the design, and see, that would look cool. That would look cool even without the white lace, right? I mean, that would be cool. So many possibilities, but a little bit of burlap and you can do so much. So we're going to use a button. I just wanted to show you that there's a lot of things you can do. So we could go with a button like that, or like this. There's so many options. This one already has some thread on it. I kind of like that because it already has that. Sometimes when I'm threading buttons for projects, I'll do a lot of extra ones just so I have them ready. Or when I cut buttons off shirts, I keep the thread on so that I can use them. But I think I kind of like this one because it's just a little added touch. So I'm going to use that one. And I think that's the front. Well, it's different. So like this is one side where it looks like two circles. And then this is the side that has a little divot. So I think I'm going to use that side for the front. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and put that on. I like that. So now I have some Velcro, and I have Velcro that is, this is sticky back Velcro. So it already has the stick on it. And I have it cut. I don't want the fringe part of it. So I'm going to cut it just a little bit narrower. And I'm going to use a nonstick scissor because it is sticky. Now, if you're going to put this on your jar and never take it off, you can just use it this way. If you want to use the glue gun as reinforcement, you can do it that way. I'm going to put a little bit of the glue on here, even though I know this is super, super strong. But I'm just going to add just a drop of glue in 3 places. Just for that little extra protection. And I'm just placing it right along the edge. This is the loop side. So for Velcro, there's a hook side and a loop side. And this is the loop. Now, for the hook side, you're going to do that on the right side. I'm going to cut the extra off here. I'm going to take my jar and make sure that if I have this down where I'm going to want, because you want it tight, right? I mean, you want it tight. And I'm pulling this up. I'm going to pull this up because I want to move it all the way over because I have a little extra room. This is also why I have the glue gun out, because this sticky won't stick as much anymore. But I saw that there was too much of the edge there showing, so I want to cut that because I want it so the lace is all the way to the edge. And on this one side, I did not have it all the way to the edge. I'm still trying to cut in between the holes of the burlap. Now I'm going to reattach this. And then I am going to put this back down. Now I'm going to use more glue so it covers the whole thing. There we go. So this is going to be underneath. This is going to have the hook side, and this is the loop side, and you want it tight. So if I overlap this and bring it right to the edge, I think that'll be good. So you put one on the back side of your burlap and one on the right side because you're going to overlap them. So you need one going each way. I just need to find my other piece of Velcro. There it is. So you always check. This is already on here, and this is going to be on this side. I'm going to add just a titch of glue. And then put this down like that. That's how easy it is to make this. And I'm gonna, this has cur for a cur jar. I'm gonna have that toward the back so the front is nice and flat. Okay, and not that it would matter much, but, and then you just put this down, put this on top, and there you have your cute little jar. I mean, it's, it is really just a super quick project, but I think they are adorable. And on my one that I did over here, because it was a pickle jar and it was taller, I took and I added, I added trim around the top edge, which you can do. You can still, if you want, I have some trim here, so I could still just glue the trim onto the jar. What do you guys think? I kind of like it without the trim and with the trim. It's just kind of like what you like. If you put the trim on, it looks less like a jar. So if you wanted to do that, I would just glue it with the glue gun and have it match up in the back where you're overlapping. So that's it, guys. Super quick, super easy. I do have a little tiny cur jar here that you could go narrower with the burlap in the same fashion. I haven't pulled all of these yet, but you could go narrower and you could, that way your burlap flower would be bigger, but you could also just put a flower or something right on there. But even if you didn't have burlap, you could go with just lace on the jar. I mean, the possibilities are endless of, it's just what you like. I mean, I think that's too big for that jar, but you could go with that, or you could go with lace in that. I like the burlap around it because it has added texture, and this being clear. But I did pull a couple other things out. So like you can use just cardstock, and you can wrap cardstock around there. And then this one is, it doesn't come all the way together, but if you glued this on here, you could then take And that one doesn't look good. We need a plain white one. You could take a label. You can't even see it then. That doesn't work either. So you need it to actually fit. So if it fit perfectly, you could take and put that on that way and write buttons, write whatever it is these are. But you could also just take your trim and put your trim around there in one row or two or three, just anything to make them just a little bit cuter and make your space a little bit happier. So I do like how this one turned out. That was a good idea to have that as the focal, but it's just whatever you have around the house, work with it and see what you can come up with. And I'm going to switch my camera only if my mouse wants to work. And bring Lisa in here.
Here I am. I loved that big old lace. That's just beautiful.
I have got a lot of lace.
I know.
I love lace. It is
I have tons of all my mom's.
I know you do.
Tons.
So I keep my lace much like I keep my bolts of fabric.
Yeah.
So like this is a foam core board.
Yep.
My lace is coming off.
That's exactly what my mom used to do with cardboard. Yep.
Yep. And that way I have little mini bolts in because I have shelves like this up in my sewing room. And so I have all my lace and then I have my fabric that way too. That way everything is organized.
And it looks pretty.
Fabric scraps would look good too, and a great way to use them up after the bits and pieces. Yes, Isabel.
Yeah, them, tie a little bow with a scrap of fabric. That would be super cute with that burlap.
Yeah, but you could just use fabric around there too instead of the burlap. Yeah. So it was just a quick and easy project, and I just wanted to show you guys that grab what you have.
Yes.
And use the things you have to help organize. I have over across here, I have got 2, 4, 6, 8 of the wide mouth mason jars. They don't have anything on them because inside of them are wide popsicle sticks with bits of ribbon that's left over from, they're not full spools.
Right.
So it's just here, I'll get one so you guys can see.
Yeah, that is a great way to store your loose ribbons, your scrap ribbon. That to wrap them around the popsicle stick or the big craft sticks. That is such a great idea to do.
It's a great idea as long as you have an iron or a straightener. When you use the ribbons, because of course they have all the kinks in them, but I have them color coordinated, like I have the red, the yellow, the green. But so just like that. And then when you need just a little bit, I mean, most of these don't have more than a yard left on them. So when I need just a little bit, I can just grab these.
Yeah, that's a great idea for that.
Well, and it looks pretty.
It does look pretty.
So hey, Brenda.
Mine are in a store, or not a storage container, but like a bin. My scraps are in bins. Because I don't have all the shelving and stuff in here in my room. So, if you're working with something smaller, that's a way to do it too.
Yeah. No, it's just fun to do different things. In jars, I love jars. I love,
jars and glass. I save that kind of stuff. Or if we're at a friend's place and I don't drink, but everybody around me does. So I'll see these cute bottle.
Beautiful bottle.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, I
Oh.
have to have that." I just did that recently. Look at, and these were not even all that cute, but I loved the size because
Yep.
look at these. These are these perfect little.
I
My
made salt and
sister-in-law
pepper
was.
shakers out of those.
You do what?
I made salt and pepper shakers out of those.
Oh, there you
Mhm.
go.
Yeah.
I brought my sister-in-law was drinking these, and I was like, "Those are so cute. I'm bringing them home." But yeah, all the glass ones. I have tons of glass bottles.
So, like, my favorite glass I love glass bottles. I mean,
Oh, I do too.
if we go into a liquor store, I'm looking for bottles. My husband might be looking for beer, But
I love that.
I buy things more based on, ooh, look at that bottle.
You're right.
He's like, "You ever gonna drink it?" Well, but look at the bottle.
But look at how pretty
So,
it is.
my favorite bottle always is
Yes.
a Crown Royal.
Yes,
'Cause look
yes,
at it, it's
yes.
just so cute. It's like the
Yeah, and
perfect
you did that
shape.
with your iridescent, right?
Yep, it has all the
Yeah.
detail, and it's a great bottle.
Yeah, they're beautiful
So,
bottles.
when Chantal showed us her studio, it looked like an interior of an interior
Interior
design in a
design,
magazine.
yeah.
She will love to hear that. She will love that.
Yeah,
Her space is so beautiful. She
yeah.
has,
I didn't get to
oh,
see it yet.
the part that you guys saw was her outside space, because she has space inside too, but that's
Yeah.
the outside space is where she does her classes, and,
Okay.
it is filled to the brim with luscious, gorgeous, and vintage.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I love vintage stuff. I get that from my mom, especially the vintage laces and stuff. Those are just, machines just can't match that. They just
Yeah.
can't.
Well, they change how they make things too. Everything's thinner.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not thick and luxurious,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're missing
Quick
a
and
lot of that.
easy.
I gotta shut my glue gun off. But yeah, so well, thank you, everybody. We do
Great
have a
project.
winner from
We
last
do?
week, and, she's here,
Yep.
and I decided on the prize when I heard the name. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
only because well, I'll tell you why. So, you say who the winner is.
Okay, so the winner for last week, which I wasn't there, but Anne and Jules last week is Isabel.
Yes,
Isabel
Isabel.
Teddy.
So, Isabel, when it was
Isabel.
your name, I thought the perfect thing to send you is I'm gonna send you, the file for the create a card that Lisa did today, because you said you had a toner printer.
Oh, there you go.
So, you can print it and then share what you make.
Yes.
So, yeah, I thought, oh, that's perfect, because I know that you said you had a toner printer or laser printer.
Yeah,
I say toner because that's the ink, but it is a laser printer.
right.
So, yay. I will get that sent off to you some point tonight. You'll have it tomorrow when you wake up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
Can't wait to
thank
see what
you,
you do,
everybody.
Isabel.
We will be back next week.
Yep, we will. Oop. There's my face.
And Lisa is doing something with Gina K.
Yes.
And I will be doing another upcycling project.
Okay.
So, yeah, I
Wow.
think you guys will like it.
Yeah,
So,
we're gonna be doing a bunch of fun stuff coming up.
yeah, and then, what else? Anything?
No, I can't think of anything else. Don't forget to hashtag Bella Crafts like y'all do.
How do you keep the lid on the jar? It's a screw top. So it's just
Oh,
screwed on. So,
Christine, are you talking about that one or the Jar Jar?
well, you wouldn't put a lid on that because
Yeah.
it's
Well, yeah.
for
That's
this.
why I was wondering.
So it is just a screw top.
Oh, you could make a really beautiful top with that out of clay.
You could.
Yeah, I know you could. One of these years, I would love for you to show your magazine purse.
Oh my.
That has to be my all-time favorite. That and the dress that
Oh,
that you've done have to be my absolute favorite.
the dress is
I think we've showed the dress
beautiful.
before.
I think I showed it during a live because
Yeah.
because I did a clay project,
Yes, and I said,
and
"Show your dress."
so I have like a 25-inch mannequin, and I did a clay vest that's embossed,
It's
and a
beautiful.
skirt, and it did turn out. It's in my sewing room.
Yeah.
It is one of my prized. I don't keep a lot of things I make,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, as a rule, I don't,
I
but
don't so
that
much anymore.
that I do. And then the magazine purse, that wasn't with clay,
Nope.
but it is. Yeah, maybe I'll do that this fall.
Yeah,
That one
it's
is good.
you guys, it's gorgeous. I'm telling you, it will blow your mind when you see it. It
And
is
it's an upcycled
absolutely
project again.
yeah, it is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I remember when people saw it for the first time at the shows and they just went crazy.
Yeah,
I was like,
it is
"Yeah,
pretty.
that's my bestie over there." She created that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that one is good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful project.
So,
Wow.
yeah. But anyways, we have all sorts of as I'm putting together the spring magazine, which I wanted out before BellaCon, it just didn't happen, so it will be out next week.
Yeah.
And as I was putting it together and looking for projects, I was like, "Oh my gosh." I mean, there's so much that, you know, we've done through the years that has never been in the magazine. It's, projects we did for manufacturers because I
Yes.
started going through my files of things I've done for other companies and stuff,
Right.
and you forget
Right.
everything you do.
Yeah,
So,
I have photos of everything. I've have photos of all of my projects,
well, I do too, but
you
yeah,
know,
you just
and some
how
of the
often do you
ones
look at them?
I look at them a lot. I pop in
Mm,
there and look at them a lot because I wanna see if there's anything in there that's going to spark something that I've already done,
mhm.
or do a new twist with it.
There's always a new twist.
Yeah. And as far as projects, when we were doing showcases at the shows, because you guys, when we would go to the big, huge craft shows with all of the creative industries, um, we would as designers, we would do tabletops and we would create a bunch of projects and we would display them on the tabletops, and then the manufacturers and stuff would come around and say, "Oh my gosh, I love that. Will you do that for us?" Or, can you do, whatever.
When magazines were big.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
'cause,
yes, yes.
they would pick them up for magazines and books and
Yeah. And
yeah,
I still have a lot of those projects in big containers in my garage. I still have lots.
yep,
It's like, holy
I know.
smokes.
Yep.
More.
Actually, this year at the NAMTA show, they are bringing back in a new version the designer showcases, and
Really? I did not know that.
I was not going to do one because I really do not need more work.
One more thing to
But,
do.
Miss Julie McGuffey talked me into it, so I am doing
For
a
sure.
showcase, but I am just more or less showcasing stuff I've already done. I'm not making
Yeah.
anything new.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, thank you guys for being
Yeah.
here. We love that you come, that you
Oh,
listen to us
thank you,
ramble,
Christine. She's so
and
sweet.
all the things. But
Yeah.
we will be back next week. 2
Yep.
projects,
Doop.
just like this week. We're
Yep.
happy to be back. Next week is usually an interview. And Lisa asked me about it. I said, "No, we just need to do some projects
Yeah.
because we
We've
just got
got
off
enough time.
Peloton." Jules and I kinda did talking last week, so
Yeah.
we need to get some projects out there for you guys.
Yeah, some fun
It
stuff.
sounds fun, looking forward to it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys. So we'll
Okay,
see you.
take some time to craft.
Yes, always, because it's good for your soul.
It is, and we will see you. My mouse isn't working, so I'm trying to in the stream, and it's not letting me.
All right, I got it. I
Thank
got it.